many of y'all came to win?
Oh, they asking my name, huh?
You ready?
STRO, I ain't come to play with you. Life challenging, but I wouldn't trade with you. It's early, I'm up. I can't spend the day with you. I'm out of my business. I ain't getting paid with you. My color bright. I ain't finna fade with you. Man, I gotta come clean like I made with you. I been on my everybody drop when I drop. Look at shorty, she support, bruh. Lifting up. Never not on my grind. New York City time. Another brother better, you will never find. I've been in my bag like groceries. Competition shouldn't take shots, take notes.
We are just to the west of you, Coach, on the Gulf Coast of Florida at Raymond James Stadium, just north of downtown Tampa. With the echoes of cannon blast still ringing in our ears from the north end zone, the Bucs were introduced a moment ago, and they are all set as their guys will do battle with the New Orleans Saints.
Ready? You ready? I'm coming after you. I'm coming after you.
This is Alvin Kamara, who made the Pro Bowl in each of his first 2 NFL seasons. 4 yards the result on the first play from scrimmage. Second down.
When we see those runs to the perimeter, when we see those runs to the edge, we think about big breakers, don't we? In this case, it was a modest gain, but it does open up possibilities here on second down.
Ready.
2nd and 6, just inside the 30.
Crunch time, defense.
Throwing now is Breeze. He gets this one complete to Traquan Smith. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a third down.
They've got good playmakers on the offensive side of the ball. I don't know what happened last week to really hurt their performance and hold down their production, but I would dare say that this week in practice, there's a lot of talk about how they're going to increase their proficiency.
And that was a good start getting the playmakers involved. You mentioned that to me pregame. That's what they did there.
Yeah, I think a lot of people think the coaching staff really gets on them, and that's how they motivate them. Most of these guys are self-motivated. They have a lot of pride in their performance.
Now a first down carry. It's Kamara. And this play will be blown up. He'll lose yardage back at the 38. That sends him 2 yards in the wrong direction and leads to second down.
Brings up 2nd and 12 at the 38-yard line.
95-56, 95-56.
On 2nd and 12, Breeze throwing middle, but it's incomplete. He was trying to get it to his running back, Alvin Kamara. Third down here.
Yeah, good game catching the ball in the backfield a week ago, and they're going to try and involve him in that way in this game as well. But you can tell scouting has taken over. They're making it a little bit more difficult.
Yeah, defensively, they told us, hey, we've got to take him out of the passing game, limit it to just short runs, because he can really impact this offense.
Hey, break it down, fellas. Break it down. Come to my work. We want it. Easy, opposite.
Off the play fake to Kamara, it's Breeze. They'll roll him out right. Gets this one to Joshua Perkins. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. 14 yards is the pickup, first down New Orleans. So from Buccaneer territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line. Now here's a pass on first down that's knocked away and incomplete.
I think we'll see more of them trying to get him the football out of the backfield. They love what he can do in open space, and they believe that he creates mismatches they can exploit.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Breeze to throw again. And this is Cook with a grab. Yeah, he will go out right near the 35-yard line. It'll be a Saints first down on a pickup of 13.
Jared Cook is a guy who's been around the NFL. He's been with the Titans, the Rams, the Packers, and the last 2 years in Oakland. Now he makes a move to the threat.
Breeze now on first down. And this one complete to Smith. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. The Saints first down there on a gain of 11.
The Saints spent a third-round pick on Traquan Smith out of UCF in 2018, and what a thrilling season for him. He was the guy that caught the pass from Drew Brees that moved him past Peyton Manning to become the all-time leading passer in NFL history.
And Ndamukong Suh makes the tackle.
Again on that last play, stopped after a very short gain. But I wouldn't abandon the run totally, because otherwise, pass rushers just tee off on your quarterback. It makes it very, very difficult for him in that situation.
And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. 10 yards, good for the Saints, first down. Throwing on first down is Breeze. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete. He couldn't get the hook up there that time with Thomas, and now it's second down.
I know you felt like saying touchdown there, didn't you, partner? That looked like a sure 6 points, but the contact jarred it free.
Got his hands on it, could not hold on through the end of the play. Breeze again here on 2nd and 10. And it'll be intercepted. Good positioning, and it's picked off. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. He's coming off a 3-interception performance last week, so certainly not how he wanted to start here.
Not at all, but this is where a quarterback gets tested. This is where we find out what he has underneath that jersey, because he had a bad game last week. Can he shake off a bad start to this one and start to perform at the level he expects?
Fights forward for only about a yard up to the 21.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
Looking downfield for Godwin. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be third down.
Well, that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice, getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have them back on their heels.
After an incomplete pass on second down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9. Winston, a handoff. This is Jones. And that's not nearly going to be enough. Stopped at the 22, and he needed plenty more. Just a yard on the run there. That's going to bring us to a 4th down. So on 4th down, out comes the Bucs free agent signee Bradley Pinion to punt. Back deep for the Saints is Ted Ginn. And this punt sails over the sideline. And the spot, it looks to be right at the 25-yard line. No score after one on EA Sports. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. And to be frank, they're just in a tough spot. It's only November, already eliminated from playoff contention. I know their fan base doesn't want to hear that, but that's the case. What are they fighting for now going forward?
You know exactly what they're fighting for. Is that word that some people don't want to hear, but it's pride.
Draft. Oh, okay. I was going to go draft, but pride's better, right?
You know something? You're right, because that's part of it, but that's two different mindsets. That's front office mindset, draft position, where are we going to be and what do we need to get? And then the players and the coaching staff right now, pride. Can they win some games and feel better about themselves despite the fact they have no shot at the playoffs?
First down, New Orleans.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Kamara. He's got a first down and then some at midfield. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. Give him 18 there, and the Saints have a first down. Consecutive plays now where that offense
And we've seen the confidence rise, haven't we? It borders on arrogance now, and that's that good arrogance, believing you can run the football whenever you get good and ready.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. The Pro Bowler Michael Thomas was the intended receiver, and that'll bring up second down.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that first down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
To throw again on second down. Breeze again has it complete. And he's taken down inside the 30. Give him 18 there, and the Saints have a first down.
In his 13th NFL season now, Ted Ginn still a reliable target for Drew Brees. 787 yards in 2017. Just 5 games last year due to injuries, but he still has the wheels.
Brees now on first down. Now Brees lost the football, and it's picked up by the Buccaneers. He's at the 40, the 20, 10, and he returns it to the end zone. A fumble recovery touchdown for the Bucs. It gives some kudos to the defensive coordinator, I think, here. They bring the blitz, they dial it up, and it turns into 6 points for him.
It's so nice to hear you actually give kudos to the defense. It is so nice. You're such an offensive guy like that. I love it. He dialed things up, and boy, a big play resulted for his guys.
Well, you like the credit to the defense there, right, my friend?
Yeah, do I ever?
So here's the kickoff now as they'll get it again following that fumble return for a score.
The Saints take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. And job one here, Charles, just keep possession of the football. 2 drives, 2 turnovers to this point.
You're exactly right, Doctor. Hippocratic oath. First, do no harm. And right now, they're harming themselves on offense.
I like that. No one is mistaking me for a doctor, though. But thank you, Dr. Davis. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28. There's Breeze. This is caught by Ginn. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. It'll be a Saints first down on a gain of 16 yards.
Ready, yellow lady, yellow lady. First down. Watch the flat, watch the flat. Watch the flat.
Breeze leaves this one with Kamara. And this one's going to go the wrong way. Losing yardage back at the 42. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up second down. Right now, I'm just wondering where they turn on offense, Charles. I know we're not in the 4th quarter, but 2nd quarter haven't scored and struggling to move the ball.
I don't think they abandoned the run game totally, but maybe you change up your tempos. Maybe you go a little bit faster, try and catch them back on their heels a little bit to try and accomplish what you want to get done.
And this is going to lead to another first down as the tackle's made at the Bucs' 45-yard line.
Ready.
2 minutes on the clock, 2nd quarter, 7-0 ball game. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10.
Let's go, fellas.
We remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll send you cross-state to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman will have all the stats and all the scores from games going on during another busy Sunday in the National Football League. And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete. Defensively, Charles, they continue to really limit this offense as far as yardage goes.
Yeah, you're exactly right. They've been assignment sound, staying in their lanes, keeping proper leverage, and communicating well, too.
Breeze will try again on second down. And his throw is incomplete. The target that time, Michael Thomas. And it'll bring up 3rd down.
This defense has been very disruptive early on as they force another one to go awry.
Seems to be the front and the back end. Pass rush, they've been able to get home, and they're taking the ball away in coverage as well.
I love how you put it together. The front and back working in sync, only way to play good defense.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Now Breeze again. It's caught. Smith. And he will get him down a couple yards shy of the first down marker. A nice tackle coming up from his free safety spot. That was play number 7 on this drive, and it got him 7 yards.
Will Lutz on for the field goal. A 54-yard attempt.
And no, it doesn't get there. Hits the crossbar, bounces back out. He had it online, but it comes up about a rotation short. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And, Charles, if the season ended today, and it's not going to, we still have December left.
More football.
We're only in November. But they would be a wild card team, and that's great. They'd be in the playoffs, but you know they're trying to bump up to be one of those division leaders.
That guarantees you at least one home game in the playoffs, and that's what you're really seeking. But there also isn't much margin for error for this team, right? Because right where they're sitting, a 2-game losing streak could have them out of the playoffs, so they've got to make sure they continue to keep the momentum going.
Absolutely. There's some sharks smelling blood in the water behind them.
And that's how you pick up a first down. Those shoulders went from parallel to square, and then he brought force with him to finish that run. Oh, that's impressive.
And we saw a lot of that a week ago when he got the NFC Offensive Player of the Week award. And he still has yet to get on track in this first half as they're going to stop him behind the line.
Well, we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
56. Let's go, D. Check 27.
On 2nd and 12, Winston. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
The beauty of being able to play a zone defense when you can sit back and see the ball coming out of the quarterback's hands, guess what? Creates a lot of confusion, kind of a muddle in the middle of the field where you can go make a play on the football.
And he's got Miller. The Bucs going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 14 seconds to go in this first half.
First and 10 at the 23-yard line.
I'm coming for you. You mine. Hey, let's go.
They go back to the ground with Jones. And he'll be brought down inside the 20 at the 19. Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it 2nd down. And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the second quarter. So with 2 ticks left here in the half, on is the field goal unit. From the left hash, it's a 36-yard attempt. And Gay knocks this one through. And that will do it for this first half. So we have reached halftime with our score 10-0. As we send you a stone's throw away across I-4 to Orlando. There standing by is Jonathan Coachman, ready with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach? The Bucs with a lead, and they'll get the football first as the second half is underway. That'll be taken in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them.
Inside the 30. Again, it's Jones. A beautiful spin and room to run. And he takes us up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. It's a gain of 11, and the Bucs have a first down.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them. After the run by Jones, here's 1st and 10. And to give this time to the tailback. Big Sheldon Rankins there to bring him down.
Third quarter and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out, but a running game can really benefit your team right now.
From the 44, Winston. Being chased out left. And he will not throw it away. He goes out of bounds, well shy of the line of scrimmage, so that's a sack. It'll be a loss of a full 3 yards there, and it also brings up third down. And for the Saints here on third down, an extra defensive back on the field.
Check, three, triple team. He's checking.
This is Jones. And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. No gain there on the play, and that's going to leave him with a fourth down.
It's fourth down.
Here's Bradley Pinion now as he'll punt it away for the second time. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. They're down in this game. A chance for the offense, though, to put something on the board, get some momentum here in half two.
Try and get things kick-started for them. And you know at the half, they discussed how they were going to get that done. This is where scripting comes into play a lot of the time.
How many plays do you script coming out of the second?
Most of the time in the first half, you're scripting 12 to 16. I think in the second half, you're really scripting more like 8 to 10. Kind of a starter or an opener, whatever terminology they use. Just something to get you off to a quick start.
And he'll do a nice job here just to fight his way back to the line of scrimmage. He got maybe a half yard at most, but officially they'll be left with a 3rd and 2. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Working from the gun, it's Breeze. Out of the backfield, that's complete to Kamara. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. 12 yards there, good for a Saints first down.
First down, Saints.
Got to say, I was a little surprised to see him, Charles, come out in the shotgun on 3rd and less than a yard.
Yeah, but the way the NFL is nowadays, we hardly ever see anyone really run for it on short yardage. So they're going to throw the football more times than not. That was a nice, easy rhythm throw right there, and they pick up the first down.
Breeze now. That's complete to his running back, Kamara. And he'll be brought down right around the 37. It's a gain of 5 on the play, and that'll make it second down.
It appears they found something that's working, and they keep going back to it. I guess you can actually say he has the hot hands now, doesn't he?
Yeah, well, it's one thing to hit your guy out of the backfield once, hit him a couple times. Yeah, you're right. Maybe they're onto something.
And I think a lot of that is simply if you get it to him in space, more times than not, he's going to get more yardage than you expect out of each play.
Break it down, fellas. Break it down.
First carry for Central Florida alum, Latavius Murray. And this winds up a pickup of 2, maybe 2.5 to about the 39.
That didn't appear to be a run blitz. He just darted in once he saw the run develop. That appeared to be a case of see ball, get ball.
Ready? 5-8. And watch the leg. Easy, opposite. Hey, Steve 6.
Breeze going to try and throw on 3rd down. Going up top. That's caught inside the 20. Touchdown, New Orleans. Alvin Kamara with touchdown number 7 on the year, as they are now just an extra point away from making this a 3-point game. So on 3rd and medium, they dial up the pass, and it works to hit the end zone.
And it's really not a surprise to me. That's a throwing down in the NFL because of how tough it is to run the football. But what offenses like to do is still show run formations to make them respect it and throw out of those. In this case, they took a nice shot at the end zone and made it pay off.
That'll be taken in the end zone.
Come on, man. Let's go.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. Certainly want to avoid what they had to do last possession. That was punt the football, because this game's starting to tighten up.
In a basketball sense, you think about taking a little bit of the air out of the ball, right? Maybe milk some clock, limit the possessions. In this case, they might want to do the same thing, but control the game offensively. Put together some first downs, put together a drive, and keep it away from them.
Try to get one more in here before the quarter breaks.
Three buzz. Watch out. Flip it.
And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this 3rd quarter. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31. And this is caught by Evans. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. 15 yards as Tampa Bay picks up the first.
That was a nicely run slant route, and what the receiver's trying to do is make the defender think he's going upfield for a deeper route, and then breaks it off, usually after about 3 to 4 steps, and cuts towards the middle of the field. And now what he's trying to do is use his body to keep the defender away from the football and get the quarterback a really nice target.
On first down, nothing opening up really on the running play. Give him maybe a yard, and it'll be 2nd down. Run blitz there defensively, something we might see more of here in the 4th quarter.
I think we'll see a lot of it, and the difference between that and a pass blitz, you're just trying to get to the quarterback. You're trying to scheme someone open who will get to the QB and make sure he gets on the ground. In a run blitz, you're actually trying to cover up gaps, trying to cover up holes so they can't run the football.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9.
I don't even know why this team showed up.
Jameis to throw it. There's the Penn State man. It's Chris Godwin. And this is going to be another first down as the tackle's made at the Saints' 41-yard line. Defensively, they're okay with that. Short little route, tackle him inbounds. Okay.
All right, cliche alert. It's time for someone to make a play because they've got to have something bigger downfield. They can't just take what they give them. They've got to force it and make something big happen for them.
Some good games going on in the early window. This might be the best of the bunch. Now a first down carry by Jones. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4. And I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely. You want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
They'll go again to Jones. Nothing doing. Barely able to muster a yard to hit the 35.
Well, when you go from 2nd and 4 to 3rd and 3, that just tells you who won that battle on the last play, huh?
Yeah, first round went to the offense, second round the defense. As big of a play as we've had in this one so far. This is 3rd and 3. Oh, no, he lost the football. And this is picked up by the Saints. And they take possession of the football and have it at the 36-yard line.
Well, that takeaway, partner, right there, that's a combination of coaching, execution, and absolute belief. Because a lot of guys will look at the scoreboard and go, this thing's pretty well done. But they still thought to themselves, if we can make a play, we give our teammates a chance to win it. And that's exactly what they did.
It'll be a Saints first down on a pickup of 13. Drew Brees, 6 fourth-quarter comebacks a season ago, and that led the NFL. He'll try to deliver another one. On first down, Brees. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down.
Now, he's been a busy man out of the backfield. They've looked his way quite a bit so far in this game.
Nice job there defensively, though, adjusting, because a couple of his earlier catches, he was wide open. Not that time.
You mentioned the key word, adjustment. A better cover man on him now in space.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Brees. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's third down.
Even without a ton of pressure in his face, it just shows how difficult it is to pick apart his own defense. Those guys are sitting back, and they're not playing receivers as much as they're playing the eyes of the quarterback and when he delivers the ball.
Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
They're running it. We go 21. Mike 51.
The pressure drops off as they'll look to throw. And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off right around the 43. And they will set up shop at their own 41-yard line.
I'm not sure I'm absolutely crazy about that play call there. I mean, it's only a one-score game, so is it really time to go bombs away and try to make a big play? I think you can take some underneath stuff and still move it downfield.
And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. And now, defensively, they're going to burn their first time out. Remember, they get an extra time built in coming up here shortly at the 2-minute warning. So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the first down run goes backwards. Now Winston. Rush coming, and he's taken down. Melvin Ingram in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year.
It's now 3rd down.
Three points separating these two sides with 2 minutes left to go in the fourth. So it's Buccaneer football as we welcome you back. They're facing a critical 3rd down now as they try to hold on to this lead.
Check. Watch 54. We own this.
From the shotgun, it's Winston. He finds his target. It's Evans. And he'll be brought down right around the 37. It'll be a gain of 8, but it'll also lead to a 4th down. I hate to surrender the football when you're nursing a slim lead, but they're going to have to punt it away. Trust that defense.
It's the right play at this stage of the game as well. You don't need to press it here because you do have that little bit of a cushion, and you count on your D to make it stand up.
Here's Bradley Pinion now as he's on to punt for Tampa Bay. He gets us away. It's a good one, drawing toward the sidelines. And this will depend on the spot as it sails out of bounds, and they'll say it sailed out at the 10-yard line. And for an offense that is struggling, this is not where you want to start from. Great punt.
Fantastic punt. And for all those who wonder, what do punters do during the course of practice each and every day? The best ones do what we just saw there. Work on positioning the football and helping their team.
The Saints offense on the field ready to get their drive started. Their defense has done the job. Now it's the offense's turn as they've got it 1st and 10. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. DJ Swearinger, a sack on the safety blitz. Now, following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a 2nd down and 17. Now a throw for the left sideline, and he's got it. A gain there of 21 yards. That's what they need right now. Get the first down, get out of bounds, stop the clock.
Just playing smart football, understanding the situation, making the plays necessary, and making sure that clock stops at every opportunity.
Yellow lady. Check 45, come on. All right, T, let's check. All right, T. Sammy. Right down.
Breeze to throw. He's going to let it fly. And that's caught inside the 35. A big play. Breeze finding Thomas. 43 yards. Well, make that now 2 completions for him on this drive, and these aren't ordinary completions. They're big ones.
Yeah, these are the types that make a secondary talk to each other, and not in a good way. Oftentimes pointing fingers. Hey, who's got him? Someone cover him. That type of indecision can open up to even more big plays.
Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete. I guess you can't be afraid to take those chances late in the game. He tried to fit that one in there. Nice job, though, defensively.
Well, to your point, it was a nice job of knocking the ball away, but you're also right. You can't be afraid to take those chances. That means your guys going downfield to catch the ball, they've got to elevate their game and come down with these in order to keep your offense moving.
That's to his running back. It's Alvin Kamara. It'll be a pickup of only a yard, and all of a sudden here it's 3rd down. This defense tightening up a bit. That last catch just 1 yard, making it 3rd and 9.
12.
Now with the play clock about to expire, we get a whistle and a timeout as they stop it with 22 ticks to go in the 4th. They got to get to the 23 here on 3rd.
Let's get this ball back to the offense. 5-9.
Now Breeze. And nearly intercepted there. That would have been ball game if he had clinched it and caught it. Instead, it gives him one more chance here on 4th down. So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. Now the Bucs going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. This to potentially send us to overtime. And his kick is good. Oh, he just did tuck it into the bottom of that left corner. And that will tie this game here in the final minute of play. All level now at 10 apiece as the kick's away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
The Bucs take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. They have a little bit of time here to get into field goal range. Not much. In a tie game, you don't want to do anything crazy, right?
I agree with you on that one. Risk-reward, okay? If you go for it, what is the absolute reward on this? But the risk is probably greater. Run the clock out, get to overtime, and try and win it there.
All right, we'll see if they do just that. Maybe a good spot to take a shot. Here's 2nd and a yard from the 34. Here's Winston. He's going to float this one deep right side. And that'll be incomplete. Good protection that time, and they couldn't hook up on the long one. Now it's 3rd down. And here in overtime, if the team that receives the ball scores a touchdown, it's over. If they don't, we can still have some more football.
That's exactly right. If they go down and kick a field goal, the other team gets a possession to either match it or score a touchdown to win the ball game. If both teams kick field goals, the next team to score wins. But if the receiving team throws a pick six or fumbles the ball and it gets picked up by the defense and they score, the game is over at that point.
That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll elect not to return this one, so they'll bring it out to the 25 on the touchback. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. They control their own destiny here. They have the football in overtime. Obviously, a touchdown would win it.
And I think teams around the league are still adjusting to the idea of going downfield, scoring a touchdown wins the game, because they were used to just going downfield and trying to get in field goal range to win a game. Still having to make that transition. Let's face it now, the ones who are doing it best know they need to go down, attack, put the ball in the end zone, and not leave it up to a field goal and give the other team a chance.
Yeah, as we said, they control their own destiny now. One play has them up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. And they'll keep on the ground with Jones. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 11 at the 43-yard line.
Ready? Flag. 54. Hey, man. Watch the boot. Watch the boot.
Now the first throw in overtime for Winston. Forced out to his left. That's caught by the big tight end, O.J. Howard. They'll get 4 out of that, and it'll bring up a 3rd down.
He wasn't ready.
Well, they're unable to convert that into much, but it's never a bad idea to try to get the ball into a tight end of his caliber's hands and see what kind of disruption he can cause.
What will they draw up to try to keep this opening drive of overtime moving? 3rd and 7.
Wait.
Working out of the gun, Winston. That is caught. It's Perriman. 14 yards there and a Buccaneer 1st down. He did not have a catch till that moment. Pretty good time for his first one, though, here in OT.
I would agree with that, and just think about how they had to cycle through all the play sheets, right? Tried to find ways to get a lot of people the football. In this case, as you said, he hadn't had a catch all game. Now they find him in a key moment. Really well done.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
56 is the mark. He don't know no better.
Out of the shotgun, it's Jones. He'll get a nice chunk there on the 1st down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
Let's talk a little football 101 here, because one of the keys to advancing the ball downfield, success on 1st down. Huge difference, as we know, between 2nd and 4 and 2nd and 8 and 9.
He'll get the 1st down and more inside the 20. And finally wrestled down at the 8-yard line. A 1st down there on a pickup of 25. That was excellent from start to finish, from the blocking to the running, just well executed.
And now let's look ahead, because after that, how about a little play action, maybe a little bootleg, and get the quarterback out on the corner and give him a little run-pass option.
Yeah, they're right down here looking for 6. No gain on the play that time, and it sets up 2nd and goal.
Leads to 2nd and goal at the 8-yard line.
Nothing on 1st down, so the ball remains at the 8-yard line, 2nd and goal. Winston gives to Barber. Trying to run inside, but nothing there. It'll go as no gain on the play, and now they're looking at a 3rd and goal.
Partner, I know we're in a goal-to-go situation, but my goodness, think about running the ball here. Not even a thought, is it?
Defensively, they're in a prime spot.
And I think the defensive guys are probably expressing themselves to them as well. I wouldn't run it here, guys. You might want to try throwing it.
And he's into the end zone for the touchdown and the game winner in OT. Partner, a great game that we got to see and making it extra special. Not only did I get 4 quarters with you in this one, I got some overtime, a little whipped cream on top.
Look at you, trying to make this whole thing palatable.
I just want you to pay for my meal later.
You really just wanted 4 quarters what you wanted, but how much fun was that? We had that type of a game where we got us to overtime, and then we get the dramatic ending to finish things off as well. What a game.
So for Tampa Bay, they keep pace for a playoff spot as they move to 7-3. And they'll hit the road next week to take on the Atlanta Falcons. Meanwhile, for the Saints, they're going the wrong way, as this will drop them to 3-7 now on the year. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves